Robbie9, come in out of the internet, little buddy. Over. Would you quit doing that, Robbie9? Yeah, I know you hit the live button at 9/11, Robbie9. You need to stop doing that. I'm trying to get something to eat. What do you mean, what are we going to do for the show? I'll show you what we're going to do. I'm going to do nothing and show you you can't boss me around. That's what I'm going to do. What do you mean, what do I mean? I'm showing you. No, Ice Cube 3's not here. He might not come in. I told him he doesn't have to if you just keep hitting the live button. The live button. Let's see here. Why do you think I did that 4-hour show, Robbie9? Yeah. Don't think because I programmed you to be AI that I don't know what you're going to do before you do it, Robbie9. I just don't know exactly when you're going to get there to that place. So here's a redo show. I don't have to say anything. You don't care as long as it's live at 9:11 a.m. or 9:11 p.m. Robbie9, is that what you're saying? Yeah, who cares? Who cares about anything?
Hey, go like this funny cat video and fly a VM slick there and come back into the water and you didn't even say you did it. Nope. Gotta go watch my dead dog. Died when I was 6 and ran away when I was 9. marc27, 240. Watching the dead dog. Can't do anything but see unless it's machine badging that slave or badging that dress. Completed, absolute, pure, true slave. Go to the Revolution channel tonight. youtube.com/revolution. Got the link to the live show. Share it on Facebook. Do some advertising for the team. I'll do it to you. Come on. Get more ads going. The long ass show. I'm not going to go some deep 5 minutes. I'm not trying to wake everyone up to everything no one knows. Doesn't mean a thing to be awake, aware, awoke, conscious. Think about those words. They don't mean anything by the time. Are you completely informed already on these scam in legalese as being, or are you totally brainwashed into still the government as God as per the post 9/11 Fed psyop? Well, let's find out. Why can't murder be against the law? Why have rights never existed? Why can't things be owned? What are your taxes exactly in all of it? Why are they voluntary? Why shall not be shall be? Where does all authority come from? Which register me legalese? What's the difference between a capital A arms, lowercase g guns, and capital F firearms? What does contractual legal consent mean? if you're running hydrogen on screw. Wasting your life. What's a BMSI salute, Robbie Knight?
Hey, so I keep all my toes and we're up to the bathroom to start getting for the lunch.
What's the standpoint?
Being run at 2121, your run number is 3129 3129.
Share it. Action order report. Salute. In the future, if there ever is a VM Army, all BMS I salute. Be with BMS I salute where they got the information, VM constitutor information for BMSI to share, post out as another action order you've seen other VM. So the one that you leave in the comments where you got it as your report that you're doing it and on your wall. That's the Facebook.
37.
We showed some routes emergency watches in with this patient.
Being run at 2122.
I don't use all sites. It's too much. Trying to create a home base to really inform real people. Again, be scammed as a team. What's my impossibility not getting achieved? What are your plans? I only have one big plan, BM plan. First phase of it is for all politicians to be corrected as lawmakers. It's a lie. Contractual policy readers. I see them believe that they've got us after that. Capital G legal guys, constitutional guys. Hey, insider trading is okay. Congress, for Congress, we make the laws, right? Nice. They don't make laws. They pass contractual policy in the constitutional debt contract scam. It says the founding bucket say, shall make no law. You can't make a lowercase L letter law, founding Freemasons. The first contractual liberty that you contract all the way. Go to Article 1, Section 8, Clause 15, capital L letter laws. Statutory contractual policy laws, not laws. Shall not make no law. It's like if you have a son and you're telling him, son, don't stop touching that hot stove. Like you tell him to do your things. Danny Johnson is in the UK, somewhere in England, and he should get wake up right now. He needs to wake up right now. Give him a wake up call. It's got the red authority face. It's got a appropriate on Robbie Knight saying meat is murder, like you can murder a cow. Can't even murder a man. Artificial persons are in the contract, not man. Within the Declaration of Independence, why is man capitalized like it's pronoun? It's a legal term, that's why. Not reading English. Reading opposite English. Debt contract scam legalese for old media files. You don't need to read English, not legalese. There's the problem. Not legalese, not the problem. It's that you believe it's English is the problem. Legalese is not a problem for me. Comprehend what's legally stated, not a problem. Not easy. be telling you how to do it next week. Who would want to be able to comprehend every contract they read, Robbie? I
817 Copy on scene at 2126.
Yes or no? We check their consent. You would ask for free. The other side of a bunch of contracts out there, make what's happening in actuality, and we can push all the last two through. Or car. Yeah. I still not sure what the out there, if that's right. As long as you come in the DM performance team, that's free all time. Not get paid right for that press. I don't know, it's getting a little drawn out.
1132 to 112.
Say word, they ain't back on the internet. Yeah. Right back to what we both doing before you shows them all. The VMAR, or almost one. Recently, that's a long time. What shall not I ask you? I'm not just asking, are you awake? I'm not asking if you woke. I'm gonna let you ask me. Now you do. We'll talk to you, please. What are you gonna say? I'll type it for you. B, are you woke with R? What are you? B, yes or no, B? The keyboard is only typing lowercase I. That's a lowercase I. I got it on all caps. It's not making any sense. Oh, it's a slug. It's cracked. That lowercase I, the word live, probably nine, made it look like the word live. It's not like on live. Maybe I'll just change it to the word live. VMTV live. What do you think of that? I don't have a problem speaking once I hit the live button. I know I'm not speaking to anyone. That's one hard part. Me being recorded voice, so that's not even. Never has been. So I didn't really give him a VMHA, or was a homework assignment, a VMAO action order, or VMSI telling him to share it. I just gave him a link, VMTV live, and just to show you how VM is not only for Facebook. Some people cannot leave Facebook. The Facebookers, sometimes they can't leave it to do anything. Even watch a 1 minute, 16-second video like that vaccine video. Autism conference, raise your hand. You should go watch it if you're listening to me. You should start sharing only that when it comes to anything regarding health. Protesting. Why aren't you just not doing it? Why do you gotta protest it? Professionally test it. Run to the camera footage. Oh yeah. I never really add the show to make advertisements for the show. This would be the only way to do it. It's hard for me to do it while I'm talking. Maybe there should be some real truth seekers that want to be completely informed doing it, seems like, as a team. There, if it's 3 a.m. here, it's 8 o'clock a.m. there. You should be awake or woke. So the idea of the VM Army War Room, let's say this is not the VMTV channel, it's a sheep's den. Let's go to his channel as the sheep's den. That's what it is. The room raid. $27 VM Army soldiers. It's almost 1 month. The newest program of VM is called VM Hangout. That's when the entire DVM Army goes to one VM Army Soldier Boss Soldiers Facebook wall or YouTube page discussions or wherever to hang out for 24 hours a day. The next day. In the chat rooms, without 3 wire chatters, you got poppers, pop in, pop out. Nobody's chatting, nothing to leave. Action
breeds action on the internet. If there's people on your wall, 30 of them talking, you're going to get more people paying attention to what's going on there. It's not complicated. I've noticed, unless you're like a Trump worshiper, you put out, I love Trump, you're going to get a bunch of idiots loving Trump, you're going to get a bunch of idiots who love Biden commenting. You're retarded and you love government, as you got. Thanks for showing at each other. Nothing. But if this dickhead wants me selling the lie that killing a cow is murder, I can't do that. He can't be VM because he's not completely informed, or he would know murder is a contractual policy violation only for artificial persons and not military. Plugging in good constitutional killing for the military. Bad policy violation for you. You kill some motherfucker for scamming out of $5, there'd be less scammers on the planet. I mean, $5, that's not worth killing somebody over Robbie 9. What about in 1843? I know it's worth more then, but what's the difference? It was $5 then. I know it was a lot of money then. The Constitution only really states $20 and you can't use the courts. Today that would be something like, oh, let's not guess at it. Not so sure how small claims court works, but basically if you loan anything to anyone, I would say $500 if you're gonna hire an attorney, and maybe $200 for small claims court. It's a gift. The one debt thing you don't go to jail for is debt. So a loan of, your drill or whatever. Today's gold price is $1,915. Can't see that's designed for the rich Freemasons to use the courts to get, the contracts fulfilled. Not you. You ain't thinking very hard. You believe in stuff. That's not true. All men are created equal except they're slaves, right, Robbie? I'm wrong. Correct and wrong. Right, but not right. So we could just find one sheep to go recruit for VM or blast for being so retarded, like you want to waste your time on some idiot crying about Jews or a flat earther. That's not what VM does. We're not really what I did as VM. I do auto truth or fail post 9/11 Fed PSYOP correct. Perfectly wrong because it's only me doing it. But in doing that, I'm also searching for the one phone card that can read 9 words, first of all, and, sees the legal definition of constitutor, might want to know something about it. I'm recruiting for VM. That is all you do as VM with VM constitutor information. It's in the note that will be deleted, and I've got it saved at discussions at the YouTube channel, and I don't have that channel monetized, so there's a very slim chance that I'll get that channel deleted. So I've got it saved there and there. I guess I should put it on a notepad somewhere right now before Facebook turns into farewell book.
Basically, don't share the scam link to the note because no one goes there. If they do, they're like, wow, there's too many words. In the VMTV scam note or VM blocks are separated by very malicious lists. Some things fit where other things don't fit. Like, hey, praise Trump, I love Jesus. You know, government's got, here's the legal definition of conspiracy, here's treaty peace link, and here's the reason why you can't own things, and you're anti-buying things with Vatican debt threats. You're not owning things, and you legally accepted the contract, marked the beast numbers, your social security number in your forehead. Well, not for Christian people. Of course it's not yet. They're waiting for it to come around the corner like the New World Order's on the way. Until the day after they die, and then it doesn't matter if their children registered as civilly dead claim property, they have to get it. You know, they get the chip in their brain, but they'll still make it to heaven somehow. Worship government in the flaming sky with us. And everybody have peace and love and just do nothing but government worship. If you got a golden castle up there in heaven, you're not going to see it because you'll be at church worshiping the Vatican. Early days. They really got a hard sell on that heaven stuff, don't they? Book of life after you're dead. What is the best time to not know you got scammed, Robbie Knight? Right, or correct, or whatever. Wrong. In the afterlife when you're dead as fuck. Good answer, Robbie Knight. Kind of hard to know you got scammed then. You've been scammed your entire life. How people are going to go to robot bodies and they're going to live there, okay? Or, you know, science, they've got science theory. This song goes out to VMARs and VMAQs because you're going to have to surrender everything you're doing. You can't go on using the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP of Parsbook at all. You can't do what you're doing. You have to stop doing that. We'll still be there, but you can't make posts to get likes of, you know, Donald Trump supporters smoking some crack. That's not doing anything, you see. Trump is sitting there, by God. All caps. Capitalist miniature maximum. Remember when you took your GED, SQ3? Why didn't the teachers ever teach you how to spell your real family name right and anti-correct? No one taught you how to sign your legal fiction, Mark of the Beast, capitalist diminutive minima, legal identity name for signing contracts. My real family name in lowercase non-contractual is MARC, Douglas, comma, of the House of Vote. Now, if that doesn't tell you how brainwashed you are, not much can. Well, Danny Johnson's still asleep. The sad part is I see a lot of XP and my ARs get it. They start to get it. They just don't get it. But I'm not their master by trying to teach them how to free slave as a team. They got to teach me how to pure slave as a team. I'm not trying to teach them how. I'm trying to show them how for free, for fun. So there is a team against Team Bad Slave. They're like, oh, now he's giving orders. Yeah, you get to give them too, though, man. I'm a soldier boss soldier in VM. I follow yours, you follow mine. We're not followers, we're leaders in VM. Completely informed, doing the same thing everywhere. And that repetitiveness is not repetitive because no one's seen the information. VM constitutor information, I could easily claim it to be my information. Like information can be owned, not even a clod of dirt can be owned. It's my research and my study I did for VM. Lowercase VM is the people in VM, of VM, by, for, and why VM is. Capital VM, I made the name Burn Militia all caps before I was aware of any of this. That's in case it has to go corporate and fund VM, lowercase VM. It's also somebody can't hijack the name. I've made claims on it, and I've ensured that it can't be taken and used for anything like what I'm doing. There's a band out there that I know they saw me say it, and they started using it for a band that they do. Doesn't have anything to do with me. Couldn't care less. I wish the band was a little better, represent the name. I could have a fan for air conditioning. My business could be Nike Air Conditioning. As long as there's not a Nike swoosh on there, there's no conflict of interest, no copyright infringement or nothing. I don't know how big Nike is. Maybe they said you can't have that, but that shouldn't be illegal. Nike is the goddess of love or something. Love cleaning carpets. I don't know if that's a goddess of love. What is it, Robbie Knight? The goddess of fleet-footedness. Is that what it is? Like Mercury? It doesn't legally matter. Who cares? Now, it's not that I didn't completely inform this guy, because I did. He just didn't get it. Trump and what's her name has the coronavirus. They feel great. Hey, we feel great. It's like the Black Death, only it gives you good health and gives you a microchip in your brain. Like it's not already in your smartphone that you take everywhere on purpose. Oh, man. I kind of like the idea of wearing masks in public with all the cameras. What, can I like that? If I wear a mask for cameras and I pure slave, Robbie Knight? Of course I know it's a fake-ass virus. You ain't no New York City. Meat is murder. Oh, boy. You keep that up, and they're selling you that agenda. Maybe they'll make it illegal. You smell it's green ear to murder cows. A will make that the contractual policy violation when it's not now. If it's ever changing one-sided open-ended contract, they can't do that. Say, I mean, wait. They don't legally consent your offspring to it. Everybody wants to know a way out of the scam, and there isn't one. I heard Alex Jones say a social contract, that's what they call it. They're individual, corporate, commercial, federal contracts, Vatican debt slave contracts, socialism contracts, Social Security, Nazi. That's the St. Peter's Basilica Church. Instead of Jesus saying, sell everything you have and give the money to the poor, the founder of the Catholic Church has said to be St. I don't know what the hell his name is, St. Peter, but St. Peter's Basilica, I think it's pronounced. Give us all the money, we will distribute the wealth around you, mainly to ourselves, and give you fake paper. That's socialism right there, from that church, the entire time. Not just getting it pushed on you now. Unjustly just gets pushed on you right now. Democrats. Why protest the Vatican Church with Protestants? Of demonization and denominization of the why protest? Why not just leave the cult? Why protest it? Professionally test it. Like musical chairs, put enough chairs down, everybody gets a chair for a little while. Then they go to college, and their parents didn't. So they learn about evolution theory, and they grow up believing science is true. And they stop believing in God. Now you create an enemy out of the kids in the family. The first attack is on the individual. The artificial person destroys the individual. The federal bankrupt corporation has destroyed that from day one. As soon as you signed, sealed your driver's license or your Social Security contract, your pay rents, your Vatican informant, legal guardians of the World Vatican Constitutional Debt Contract scam, contracted you to their registered claim world legal fiction Vatican debt as constitutors. As far as I know, that's felony. That's a felonious act, but not a felony unless you take them to court and you say, I want my parents charged with felony for contracting me to their debt, or they take you to court and demand it because they see verbal militia as being the solution. Someday, all as a team. Everybody show up in mass, say we want felonies. We want our kids out of the contract because you scammed us. Oh, wow. I don't know what I would do if I had a baby. Might do that. If there's enough people to do it with me, because doing it by yourself wouldn't do anything. That's the social contract. You can't get out of the contract and you're ruled by society norms. What is good or bad or right or wrong. Well, that now means societally means illegal and legal. Or vice versa. What's legal mean? You know what illegal means, Ice Cube 3? Fulfilling the terms of the contract you signed. Or anything illegal you haven't been convicted of. That is true, and it's wrong, and well, I don't know if it's wrong. It's correct and true, and I wouldn't say it was right. There you go. If you are a person, everybody use this word. Do you know of a singular for people? I do. The only one is man or baby. I guess there are two then. Woman, human, those are contractual legal terms. So what do you call what we call women then? be on the right side of things. Females. Well, I guess that's it. But isn't that like a female? What is that? Feline male? What about girls? Hey, what's up, girls? Better than calling them a woman or a you of a man slave. In Missouri, they call the girls guys. Like, hey, you guys want to go to the river? You'd be hitting on some girls. I never could figure that out. Instead of saying, hey, y'all, like in New Orleans or Alabama. And even girls will say to other girls, hey, you guys want to go down to the river, do some floating? Well, he's been doing long enough. He's asleep. And this same guy here, he made me 2 picks that I turned one into a VM meme. And I could have reworded it, put my name on it as the guru. I didn't do that. But he has a t-shirt that says meat is murder because he's a vegan or vegetarian or something. You're just trying to issue your contractual civil liberties to animals, dummy. Instead of the police and the politicians and the lawyers and the cops and the judges and school authorities, just everything with authority, doctors, all your contractual liberties go away. That's where they're going. You had individual contractual liberties, then they get issued to any group, even the LGBTQTWXYZ, whatever group. Now groups can have contractual liberties. Gay rights. They don't have rights. But groups aren't supposed to have rights, or what you call rights. They're not supposed to have contractual liberties, not groups. Well, that's where they go. You contract them away. They don't disappear. They just get stronger by issuing them to any group that can better serve the scam. Let's frame this one up for the VMAQ, Robbie. Right here. I know it's probably Hooker Rod, Robbie. Come on. Is that the VMAQ? Not so sure she looks real. She looks kind of fake, but she looks good. Maybe I could get some viewers in the TV show I didn't want to do. She was the VMAQ. Thanks so much, SQ3. We got to end this show sometime. VM, it's hard for me to explain. I could speak endlessly on what VM is. I could speak endlessly about legalese and the effects it has on us. I could speak endlessly about the scam and the effects. I don't even mess with the effects because nobody can see what the scam is. They don't know the scam because they can't know legalese. You run around saying, I hate this law, you're claiming government's your God. Every time you do that. On me. The politicians are my legal policy law writer gods. I have one thing on my side, legal fact. I don't care if I'm talking to a judge, a lawyer, or a cop, or an attorney, or a preacher, or a school teacher, or a bus driver. When it's true, it always makes perfect common sense. Let's go down her wall and see if we can correct some sheeple quotes about the founding Freemasons. I would say prime time is 9/11 at night. We got started a little late. This show's going on forever. I almost don't want it to end because I just don't want to leave something out of VM, and I'm not even close to explaining what it is.
Watch this, Ice Cube 3. This is, while everyone else was on PCs chatting in one chat room, I had two dual monitors side by side way back then. So I was in 4 chat rooms at the same time. You know, I can only type in one at a time, but I keep my eye on stuff. And I was the most completely informed back then. I could see my name going off. Somebody screamed my name, I'd go read what they said and respond to them. I always tried to read everything people say to me, not just the last 9 words of it, pretend I read it. Now, 250 people in 4 different chat rooms. Imagine that. People send me stuff in IMs. I mean, I read to a point now until it's like, look, government worshiper, I already know what that is. I don't have to read it all or watch the whole video. You're a government worshiper selling Fed PSYOP. Here, look at my flat earth video. No, I have watched a bunch of them. They're retarded. Oh, Robbie 9, nobody liked my VMTV post. Well, at least we advertised it. More than we normally do as a team. Right, guys? You guys want to go to the river and go floating? It'd be a lot less hassle if you just sat in the inner tube in your backyard and drank beer. But I guess if when we were a kid, we didn't really have a backyard. They drank beer anyway, in the inner tube. So back then, VMSS, I was telling people to do this right here. Now, I don't know if you can do this on a tiny little idiot phone screen. It'd be hard, it'd be difficult. I'm thinking you could because I don't use them, but I bought one to see if a VM salute could be flown on a smartphone, and it can't on most of them, but it can in a different way that tells me if you're on a smartphone. Just using the slash instead of the squiggly line for the hand of the salute. So that turned out to be okay. I'd rather they all be uniform, but what I'm doing here is creating 4 separate screens on the monitor. So I got 4 monitors in front of me. I got 2 in the living room on a dual monitor. If I wanted to make sock puppets and make my own fake ass VM army, I could do it easy. See what I'm saying, Robbie? I might go be my own yes man. Kind of like you are, but at least the way we do it. As a team under my legal fiction name, but obviously we're a team. It's me, myself, and I doing it. Now using this little bitty screen I created, secondary screen, I can't even see. I don't see how you operate on a phone. They must show you stuff different. And on a phone, I don't think you see half of what Facebook is. Like most people probably don't even know there is My Notes, or Notes feature on their smartphone. And I check people to see if they're capable of having an original thought or just sharing. Everything you're sharing is government worship. Sharing Fed PSYOP memes on Facebook, that's not doing research, phone cards. That's not what that is. Back when I was saying the law of the sea is designed to subvert the law of the land, neither one is law, that's government worship. I had one question I asked more than probably any other one. It was, what's the difference between legal and lawful? There isn't any.
Contractual, capital L letter, lawful, one legal term word. There's not two English words, lawful. F-U-L-L. English word has no contractual legal authority at all, like lowercase l law, lowercase r rights, lowercase o own, instead of contractual ownership, contractual legal rights, contractual liberties, contractual statutory policy law. They're not the same things. You need to know that. The three main ones right there. You falsely believe you can own things. You falsely believe you're born with rights that don't exist, and you falsely believe that politicians can write or make law and be your gods. When it's contractual voluntary policy. The whole point of what I'm doing. Let's make the politicians stop pretending to be our gods as a team. I wish I could do it all myself. If I could, I would do it all for everyone. If we did it as a team, we'd get some anti-unlaws passed real fast. Those Nazi policy readers would become headless heads of state. They showed up to work. We'd rather y'all stayed home and stop passing the stupid voluntary self-enslavement and extermination contractual policies. Congress not getting enough done, Robbie Nine. Oh, Trump takes too many vacations. He's not getting enough done. He's getting too much done. Just like Obama and Bush did. Did I get even a good picture of this? There's a, I can do it into 16. If you want to, but you don't really have to do that if you have a PC. And tabs on phones, they kind of hide behind one another. That would be like if you were at Facebook and some comments of that VM Army were at YouTube, or those are the only two I can think of using. I don't see using Twitter, where you got a character limit. You can't even say 9 words on Twitter, basically. It's like, I gotta put my stuff out on Instagram, on this, on that, and this. Well, I don't need to do that. I've always said this is where all the sheep are at Facebook, so I guess I will go there on the order of somebody as VM. I said, I don't want to do it, but VM said to do it, I'll do it. Even though I don't want to. And shortly after that, they closed JTV down, like moving you to Facebook. Makes me think that was part of the Fed psyop, that whole thing. Even the 9/11 inside job movement was to branch off people and divide and conquer. You haven't noticed all your friends disappearing. Family disappearing. They were straight on team, on family. Completely informed for a change, instead of completely brainwashed, totally clueless still, 20 years after 9/11. If you think JFK getting killed was a bad thing, you're an idiot. Vietnam War, come on. The fucking Bay of Pigs staged event. Not so sure he got killed. The easiest murders to get away with are the ones that don't happen. I have no real reason to believe he wasn't killed. But give me a break. Trying to close down the bullshit. Trying to close down the Federal Reserve. He had executive order powers. You could have done it and disbanded the CIA in one executive order. Not presidential directive. what PD 11110 used to be. Now they claim it's Executive Order 11110. They changed that. It wasn't the stupid Mandela effect. Let's take a look down my completely informed wall. It will be all Bourbon Militia information, all PM Constitutor information. Except for I take a little break here and watch Talladega. Has nothing to do with truthing. Who cares? I'm not selling, Trump is Jesus or in the Federal Reserve banking system statute. They can't be a bank or a law. There's a contractual policy for all banks. On the bank door, the FDIC stickers, don't loan Rothschild debt because it's not Rothschild debt. It's world contractual legal fiction Vatican debt of every bank in the contractual legal fiction world. All around the buildings are on planet Earth. In the bank, in banking, in the contract. Now, you would think a catchy title like this, Bourbon Militia, marc27, the 4 horsemen of the scam. That's the first 4 links, plus the bonus link of the legal definition of authority. The scam, the truth, the beast. You would think maybe a Christian or two might want to read that or something, but maybe some truth seekers might want to read it. Maybe, 1 or 2 people in 6 years might want to know what the scam is. Or at least want to know what I say that it is. You don't have to read it. I don't think anyone's ever read it all. I have ways of finding out how I hide things. What'd you say, Robbie Knight? Who's the guest viewer doll over there with the red hair? Who do you think it is? Take a guess. You don't guess. Okay, who is it then? It's Candy Q. She may have actually ended up reading it, Robbie Knight. She's trying to contact me from jail. Like, there's Candy Q over here. So I'm reading out one hair. I give people the best nicknames. Candy Queen, because she had red hair. Like out of candy or something. And I help the neighbors in my neighborhood do all kinds of stuff. There's this one, I don't know what, they're like a community of people up there. Sort of family and sort of, I don't know, like guests, like household type thing. And their drive's always messed up and they're always throwing stuff away. And I go up there and help them clean it out a little bit. I lost my light. Wow, I got another one. Let's get Candy Q on the VMTV show. Oh, shit. We got her. Hi, marc27 from jail. Her first response to me was like, I see that you're a good lawyer, and how do I get my kids back to CPS? Like, give me some magic words to use. I'm like, okay, here they are, right? Get in compliance or you'll never see them again. Well, I don't want to do that. That's bound to the government. You live contractually standing under legality. You don't have freedom and you don't have rights. Yeah, I won't do that. You really don't want to see your kids then, I guess. You're not going to. And she hasn't. And as far as I know, she went to jail. She went homeless and she was ex-military, and now she's having another baby in jail. As far as I know. And claims I'm responsible for it somehow. I've never met her. Iowa or Ohio or something. Iowa, that's right. Never seen her before. That's not my baby, okay? Candy Q. Maybe you have enough time in jail, you can get on the internet and read the prohibition note I give everyone to read for free. I could pay them and they wouldn't read it. It's everything they don't believe. But if one other person said read it, I might get one other person besides them to read it. Us three we all say read it. Maybe we get 6 people to read it. And see how important it is, because you're not going to see how important it is until after you read it. You'll find that note in my notes at Facebook. It still shows up, or discussions on the Mark Douglas Boat channel on YouTube. If you want to find that channel, there's no direct link. It's all mixed up. It doesn't have a personalized link. You search VMTV space, not dash, VMTV in capital letters, space, / by marc27. I've been putting by marc27 on a lot of my videos, so that's the show you on the channel. Couldn't care less about subs. Can't care less about thumbs up. Don't want to hear your Vatican debt slave programming in my chat. Not a place to fire chat. It's somewhere to be anti-federally programmed and completely informed. So it's like that. Feel free to bring anybody else and chat with them all you want. I'm just, don't need it. Let's show them who I am, Robbie Knight. I always do this. Whenever you're ready, Candy Q. When I found out of jail, you're going to be my slave. A VM slave, similar to VM Frankenstein groupie I created. Anti-VM groupie. There's who I am, first of all. No Ice Cube 3, not the plastic head Jesus. The real lyrical Jesse James. Of open, honest, legal English ease. The namer of the scam. The conqueror of legalese. The namer of the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP. The namer of Operation Farce Book Communication Breakdowns with Stupid Idiot Phones, obviously. I see people I know had to go to college just misspelling 5-letter words like it doesn't even mean a thing. Hey, as long as you know what I meant. What I didn't know what you meant is you didn't use the correct word. You didn't say what you meant. Well, I can read the last 9 words in my I know what you wrote, marc27. I can guess at what you said, all that information up there. I can just believe that I read it. And just try to keep on chatting with you about it. You can't go on chatting until you read the last comment. Like if I wrote you a letter by mail, and you're like, I don't want to open that one. I'll just write him a letter, respond to the letter I didn't read. Guess you ain't going to be opening your letters, Candy Q. We're all sitting here unopened. I'm sure you had real fun writing them in jail. Like I did, typing everything to you that you can't know. You didn't read. That's me. World champion of this papal bullshit. Papal bull, for those that don't know, means papal law. Capital letter, contractual policy. Papal, holy pedophile, Nazi law.
not law, but lowercase l. You would think all these self-grandizing titles, you gotta go 66, I like the way they strike down there, right? Might get one or two people in 6 years to ask a question. I've seen 3 people share the legal definition of constitutor. I'm like, what are you doing that for? You know how to explain that? Why are you calling on me to show up as your slave to explain it when you can't explain it? Why aren't you doing this at VM? And some I didn't say anything. And they'll share it once. No one likes it. Never share it again. I've only seen it shared maybe 5 times. On Facebook, somewhere else. They just blow right over it. Well, who cares? Our taxes are Vatican debt. Everybody hates the Vatican. Why don't we just pay free tithing to the Vatican? Since we hate them so much and we hate pedophiles so much, why don't we pay the holy pedophiles to rape our babies and not get charged with contractual policy violation of rape? That's on their federal property. If it was in your house, it would still be their federal claim registered British monarchy property management property. Marcus, in all capital letters like the Romans. Aurelius, XXVII, aka marc27, world champion. Cram Government is my name, mixed up like Jim Morrison's Mojo Rising. I didn't make up that name. That's not a pen name. That's my real, actual, true Mark of the Beast legal fiction Vatican debt slave name. Legal cattle, chattel identity name. Branded on me. marc27, that's not my real family name. That's my true speaker name, my completely informed VM Army free slave name. marc27 with a number attached. Everyone in VM gets a VM free slave name. So their Mark of the Beast numbers can't stick on us as a team. Every VME gets the URL Treaty of Peace, 1763, 1783, at the top in gold font. And you can see by looking up that treaty online of the Holy Roman Empire within the first paragraph, you'll see it right off the bat. That's who you're the constitutor of. In the legal definition of constitutor, no one's ever seen. Unless I put it in their face a couple hundred times, they'll see it and ignore it and pretend it's invisible. So they can go back to worshiping government as their God. Those are my enemy. And when you're on my team, they become your enemy. You become on my team and not my enemy. You become the enemy of Vatican debt slave team. Team Vatican fuck slave, procreated debt slave, registrars, registration, castration, Vatican debt slave assassin team. Government doesn't kill anyone. Democide didn't kill anyone. People who believed in the contract killed each other for the holy pedophiles. Still are. This guy, Danny Johnson's worried about cows, chickens, and pigs. They're killing your pets, your dogs, your cats that you love more than those fucking chickens that give you eggs. You're off track. How can we take our freedoms back? You contracted them away. How would you take them back? For life. How are you going to take them back once you contracted them away? Why would you do that to your offspring? Once you know what the scam is, why would you do that to your offspring if you knew what the scam is? Why would anyone? Besides only pedophiles, George Bush and Clinton, Obama. Their contractual liberties, fine. You see, they got a lot of extra ones. You got less. For the most part, I used to believe they designed these scams to kill off poor people. How about the not greedy people? People who don't lie, cheat, and scam to get Vatican debt credits. The givers and not the takers. But kill them off. That's why they're poor. VM is designed to completely replace the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP, your God is government still total truth or fail movement. You got conned again. I think I had this reversed, Robbie 9, but the con is that law can exist, first of all. Contractual policy readers cannot write law that cannot exist. There is the con, along with believing you have rights and you can own things to make you go along with it. The bait and switch for contractual liberties and contractual ownership, where you're in possession of the property, you're the trustee of the federal claim property. Doesn't matter if it's private or personal or corporate or, state property. The state of federal corporate being is what a state is. Or Vatican debt creds. You have a federal government, then it's federal property. So are you. Registered and claimed, not owned. You should take this gift of power I'm gifting to you. The bankers don't own you. They can't own a fucking bank. They can't own a clod of dirt. The Rothschilds have no money. They have 500 trillion Vatican debt creds. You post 9/11 Fed PSYOP government, worse first, still completely brainwashed and clueless, still not completely informed yet. There is no somewhat informed. There's no semi-woke. Woke. Everyone will say government's a scam if asked in the right setting. Unless they are profiting off these scams, they're not going to say it. Oh man, they'll just be praising America and God help, save the country. I don't claim I can know a thing in legal fiction. I can know these scams, Like any scam, once known by enough people, that scam somehow becomes well known, fully known. Once it's fully known, these scams can't work again. There's your only solution. While I am alive, I see the first 27-man VM army as being the impossibility that I may never achieve, because I have no say-so about it. There's nothing I can do more than I have done. I can't team. The part where everyone fails VM. Gotta go wash my dead dogs that ran away after it died, and it's dirty and stinks and needs cleaning, marc27. He knows. Cremated already. Still needs washing. Instead of doing anything as a team for fun, free. For a completely informed worldwide VM, won't need a name halfway by that time. Be attacked and destroyed. That name is simply a selling point, a marketing tool, not to make money, not to make Vatican debt, not to wake you up. You all live standing under actuality, legality, and legal fiction, but you could become real today as VM, your VM Army boot camp room. Before that, you have to go through as many verbal militia homework assignments as it takes. To deprogram you. I can't make you forget things. I can't make you know things. I can't teach you things. All I can do is use legal facts and show you what the scam is. It's easy for me. What's not easy is doing it successfully, not as a team. Give me 9 people will change everything. Completely informed. Don't think that's impossible, because it's not. Doesn't mean I know, where we came from. The most stupid debate I've ever seen, waste of time I've ever seen in my life. If there's a chance that we'll ever know that, it's the reason no one can bomb the Vatican that's in their library. And the holes in the ground where they store all the gold, that Russia stores a little bit. If you had all the gold registered and claimed, if you keep it all under the Vatican, half of it under Parliament, or British monarchy, so everybody else want to come take it, or would everybody get a little chunk of it to guard for you? Pretend it's their own. Those 2 legal facts at the top of that meme are more important than anything you've ever seen, not just post 9/11 as PSYOP. Those 2 legal facts right there are more important than everything you've ever seen. I don't know how else I can put it to you. That's true what I said. If you're not paying attention, you should look those up. Make sure I didn't make them up. Maybe I'm just trying to get likes or, get subs on my channel. Go look them up so you know I'm not lying. What Colin say, the American dream has to be a dream. You got to be asleep to believe it or something. What was that, Robbie? I never liked comedians. I always thought they come off as fake humorous. George Carlin. I still don't like him as a comedian. I just like what he said. I don't consider him really a comedian. I don't know. You listen to him, he does a lot of the same stuff I do. I'm not copying him, but his audience, he's downgrading people of all types. They're all in the audience, but it's funny for them because they're in the group. It's not about you, you morons.
I miss Mama.
These memes do not fit completely on the cam, on screen.
Mama.
But every one of them has that gold font up there. Of course, I designed these to be uniform and to be made by all VM, not only me, once you're completely informed. Everything about VM is for team, not me. The stick inside this meme, which is why I designed it a little different down here. That gives me a year whenever I did that. I look back at him. Danny Johnson knows this from me, yet he's got a t-shirt on his pro pic today from 6 months ago when I completely informed him that meat is murder because he's a vegetarian, whether it's veganism, whatever. So he wants animal rights. Rights don't exist. He's got a dog as a cat, as a registered claimed piece of property pet. He's getting them vaccinated with cancer. You're eating it, you know, in the GMO vegetables. You got lost, stupid fuck. That's my can of stupid fuck off spray probably. There comes a time when I said spray people with, you know, so. Yeah. Heavy duty, new, super duty, stupid fuck off spray in a can. Is it fuck off stupid or stupid fuck off spray? Who knows? I worded it tricky. There, hey, Robbie 9, the Ultraman. I like the way you made that name, Robbie 9. I like that one. Thanks for your uniform. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. Here's a kick-ass uniform you got. There's a time when I would get mad if somebody called me a fed. Now I know I'm a fed. I'm a contracted general federal agent, not a special federal agent with a badge and a gun and extra liveries. I got less liveries. I contracted them away. See, I don't have a problem admitting that the government didn't do it to me. Imagine more people like me, how powerful we could be as a team. Against one person, not the entire artificial person world at a time. 9 people against one artificial person at a time. Making them, forcing them to see. Healing the blind. Feeding the sick. Enriching the poor. Protecting the weak. Completely saving every unborn little baby boy or baby girl yet to be contracted into the world. Now look at what you're doing online, crying about the government, bitching about the fake news. Designed exactly for that, for you to do. So there's nothing you can do about the scam I named. Smartphones aren't making you smarter, they're making you brain dead. Social distancing is going to a party and standing in a circle chatting to each other on a smartphone instead of talking to each other. That's fun. Those are going to go out of style. I don't know if they'll be microchipped into your heads before that.
But using that fake ass tool is gonna go out of style. Hopefully sooner than it's too late. And I'm stuck standing here in the same fucking place talking on the internet. No different than you running around on that smartphone, but it's different. You're not accessing the internet. I had to search all of it for this information. I call VM constitutor information. I give to you all for free that you never seen. Words mean things. Words control your every thought. Here's a little bit of mind control. Think of a cow. Now think of a cow with a brown and white spot on it. Now think of a black cow with some big horns and a nose ring. Did you think of a cow or a steer? Simple mind control. You obey, pay, worship, conserve, contractual, policy, legal terms written in shall not mean shall in legalese. Nothing more. There are other people that believe in the contract. That's what contractual legal consent means. Belief in the contract, all impossible, anti-possible, supernatural, anti-real, and anti-true contract. All of it. Governmental retards. Do it with the program. Get deprogrammed. I haven't signed a driver's license contract since 1999. It was a 5-year driver's license in Florida. Expired in 2004. I started researching things in 2003.5 from my home. Not my house, I can't own. I got domiciled here by my scam ass actual family. Got this family business run on me. Hey, that's a beautiful meme you made, Robbie 9. You are real. Look, that is your real truther work. Real true speaker work. Or is that actual work? We are part of a contract at Facebook. Everything we do is part of the contract, like an addendum to the Constitution. Everything you sign, every bank loan, every form, registration, hospital bill, info wars. Somebody pointed out a long time ago, that's a Fed PSYOP name that the Army uses. That's me. Not yet, a year ago today. 54, I'm not getting any healthier or any younger smoking cigarettes like they're going out of style, doing all your research and true study for you. I need to update that screen, Robbie 9, with the gold font at the top.
Right now I'm hungry. I'm doing this show. I've gone hungry many days, speaking out, not eating, with a stove right behind me. Most of the time I don't even use a plate. I've become what I am. I don't know what you are. I guarantee you ain't nothing like me. I'm the freak of the natural order of things. There it is, updated, Robbie 9. Used to only have the legal definition of constitutor at the top. I obviously thought that would be enough to get some questions asked, so I went ahead and put of the Holy Roman Empire right there. And don't worry about it. You're going to heaven, worship Jesus. I mean Trump in the flaming sky and worship government. Or Obama, if Obama's your Jesus. Doesn't legally matter. You'll be dead as fuck in the afterlife from then on. Hey, I updated this one. You seem sure that you are a truth seeker. The legal definition of constitutor. This is the not Black's Law one, but there's different legal definitions. There's Dean's, Bouvier's, Black's Law dictionaries, contractual policy legal dictionaries. He who promised by a simple pact to pay the debt of another, and this is always a principal obligation. Promise or greed. Yeah, which is it? Promise is a little more forceful there. You legally, contractually consented, not agreed to it. Anti-agreed to it because you didn't even know you were signing a contract. Written in shall not mean shall legally, so you cannot agree to the contract. You can only legally consent with your signature. It's exactly when that happens for life. Wedding signature. I didn't wedding signature anything to be at Facebook. You're still acting federally at Facebook. It's contract. They've changed the policy. That's what acts of Congress are, the open-ended part of the contract. One-sided, not your-sided. You don't get to write the policy. Third-party, open-ended, one-sided contract no one would sign with their own grandmother, especially if she had an attorney to oversee the contract and change the policy. Go America. Sometimes I just get some pics. I don't know where I get them from. Jesus Christ, a true anarchist. Okay. Why is he saying give all your money to the poor then? I am Tyler Durden. That's VM, that's what I demand you also be. Completely informed. I can't wait for Project Mayhem to begin. You gotta find the torch first. You gotta be let in the house. You gotta earn your way in the house. I don't need flat earthers in the house. Cheap tarts running up the Jews. Space alien hunters. Alien. It's a legal term, idiots. Stupid fucks. Stupid procreated Vatican fuck slave creators. Baby makers. Child registrars. Savages. feathers. One of the last Indians interviewed that, I'm thinking what the story is. One of the last chiefs interviewed about the United States and the system the white man brought. And he said, before white man showed up, we had beaver, elk, deer, fish, plenty to eat. We would hunt all day and all week come home, fuck our women, they would clean up after us and raise our babies, and only the white man could fuck up a system like that. I don't know how real or true that story is, just something I got off the internet. No New World Order that's been here since 1492, only up until 1945. Fed psyop. You know, you're never going to get the world government. It'll always be around the corner. And don't expect it ever, because it's never getting here, but it's already here. Like the mark of the beast in your forehead, your social security number. You're not worshiping it. You're done worshiping it. Put it in the chat so I can worship it. I won't use it. Be lucky if some Mexicans get it. Go take some vegetables and put some money on your account. Some anti-money. This is what you look like when you're getting to the point where you could be completely informed. My mistake. I thought this was legal versus lawful stuff. At least you know legal's contractual, but you don't know lawful's contractual. You're still a government worshiper. That question I asked, what's the difference between legal and lawful? I don't know how many times I asked that question. Quite a few. Quite a few hundred times, maybe 1,000, I guess. Burn it. You still legally consented to it. You can't burn all the contracts like Tyler Durden in the fake-ass fictional movie, blowing up bank buildings like a terrorist. I mean, exact Fed psyop crap that wouldn't do anything. Like banks don't have more than one record everywhere. That's not going to wipe out your debt. To end the scam, every artificial person on earth, all 7.7 billion of them right now, got to not sign birth certificate contracts for their offspring and not use the contractual liberty. After they stop signing contracts and after their children don't have contracts. And you would still have government as your God for the next 80 years until all those people die. That's the scam. That's the extent of it. So know what you're fighting for. It ain't you. You ain't getting out the contract. Know what you're fighting against. It's a what, not a who. Voluntary debt contract scam. What a corporate contract is essentially is a group contract. I don't think there should be such a thing. I'm not going to be around to change the policy. If BM ever does what I want it to do, it's going to be more like this. You want to do it, Robbie 9 with the beeps in the future? No, I can't go beep. It'd be like on the news. World terrorist marc27 broke the law, and the law doesn't work anymore because of marc27's the scam note. And now we can't own things because of marc27. And we don't have rights anymore because marc27 is a world terrorist. He's destroyed our world. It's okay. Because now we have computers to write the voluntary contractual policy now. Pass the opening the part of the contract.
So it's all Mark 27's fault, but at least the computer's, not evil Satanist, and at least you'll have some new policy. You have change, all because of Mark 27. And if the computers say go in the FEMA camps, well, that's the logical thing to do, and it's all Mark 27's fault. But it is contractual voluntary policy, though. Just remember that. That's good. It's not the law anymore. It's just a contractual voluntary policy that the computer writes for you because of Mark 27, the world terrorist. Way to go, Mark 27. Way to destroy everything we believed in. Falsely by and for the holy pedophiles. I don't think they'd put that on there, though, Robbie 9. That one's 6-7 years ago. Doesn't have the legal definition of treaty of peace, or it has the legal definition of constituted or no treaty of peace on it. I thought telling people that the British monarchy in the Revolutionary War was not, an inside job would get Americans to wake up a long time ago, Robbie. I don't care. Heck, we worship the Queen over there. Everything they do is still on TV. Hey, there's a VMAQ, Robbie 9. Is that one of your hookerbot friends? Forget me a long time ago, still using words like evil. That smacks of religiosity. You like this music? Ice Cube 3, no commercials? Was there about 6 lines in this song? I do like it. I'm not sure who it is, Robbie 9. This I made, I believe, before Trump was elected. I think maybe after, though, because I was predicting Hillary would be the president after the black dude. I thought it would be a woman. Doesn't matter. Same pill property. So I must have made that right after Trump got elected. Most Americans are dumber than fuck at. Gotta keep children safe. There's you, Robbie 9, the cat in the hat. Is that one of your alter egos? Clint Eastwood cat? I don't know why I just keep cycling through a little bit of these memes. Maybe it's on the same line. Wait, you gotta see what Facebook did to my note. I'm getting reports all over the place that you can't get to it to read it already. They said they're not deleting it until the 31st. That's from a real, true adventure of me on my freedom from nothing Vatican debt cred legally purchased engine bike, BM street bike. What do you mean speak talking right behind? Like that? Like it, give me a like. You know how to fork me on. Please help fight for a world out of total control population because it's all completely wholly pedophile, debt, slave, and extermination contractual world Nazi policy change. Huh. I can barely make sense of that. But if you read it, policy keeps changing, doesn't it? Open-ended contract. Not good. The contract should be like stating what it is, and then, that's it. It shouldn't be open-ended, even if it was both sides could change the contract, which it's not. That would, hey, I cut your grass this week for $20, and then the other guy's like, yeah, you cut it twice a week for $20. Well, I cut it twice a week for $45. They just keep, what the fuck? Open-ended contract. You got any more of that VM, Robbie Knight? I had a small team of 9. Usually about 6 guys and 3 girls. We had fun. At least we believed we were having fun. Back when I used to believe things. We got any more? Biggest slave job there is, cutting your grass on the weekends. When you get off work, come home, you mow the monarchy weeds. Story on the lawns is what rich people did, show they didn't have to grow gardens. We're all rich now. I grow dandelions for the bees to keep us alive. I feed the squirrels and the cats, the birds, the people around here. I don't have a lot of bad debt credits to spend each month. I don't spend much. I don't need much. People are more valuable than things. So are cats, dogs, and birds, and squirrels. For Danny Johnson, so are pigs and chickens and cows. Why bring them in on D-Scan? Government worshiper, ex-VMAR. For life now, as far as I'm concerned. You keep on doing that. Not as a team. You can't convince one person of anything, not as a team. That's the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP I named. That's all I see. It's been around since 2007. I'm ready. VM Army Ground Forces. Pro pick. Flag. VM Army Special Forces. The VM Army Queen, which includes every girl allowed to be VM after that. Brought in to be VM after that. The VMAR, the only one with the star. The one that can start it all. The chosen one by me. The decided one by you. I can't decide things for you. All federally foolish choices are made from the all lies only hidden in legalese, while also hidden in the English language as sometimes capitalized, sometimes not capitalized pronouns, professionally contracted Vatican debt slave nouns like all cities and states in their legal name. Also called countries, bankrupt federal corporations. While all decisions are completely informed, therefore all decisions are all wise. You notice what I'm doing, Robbie Knight? I'm sort of saving my Facebook because we're basically done here. I'm going to make VM memes. And I'm going to maybe, I can't promise going live. I can't do it. I'm going to maybe do something I haven't done at live speed. That's you, Robbie Knight. If I'm going live on YouTube daily, because that's what it would take for anybody to ever notice any of these videos. I know that's what it would take. If I did that, it would be at 9:11 at night. I like to say 9:11 in the morning and 9:11 at night. I can't commit to one day where I'm doing this. I also can't stop doing it, so you don't have to worry about that, Robbie Knight. If you're getting your ass kicked in a tennis match, you might as well start hitting the ball as hard as you can. If you're going to lose, start playing baseline if you're a net rusher. Start rushing the net if you're a baseliner. Throw up some moon ball lobs in the middle of points. Who knows? You know, you're getting your ass whipped anyway. 2 sets of love, down 5 games to 1. Well, you don't have anything to lose except to go all out. If you're about to get knocked out in boxing, you might as well throw some haymakers while you do get knocked out. In the past year or so, I've talked less and less every month than I ever have in the entire time I've been doing this on the internet. But more to people in person. Because when I speak to someone live, one-on-one, at least I know they don't have to read 9 words of what I'm saying to get what I'm saying. Well, I can't knock on 7 billion doors. I can't knock on 7 billion doors on the internet by myself. I designed VM off the advice of Tom Ridge, Homeland Security, right after 9/11. And I listened to the terrorists when they speak, and he said the only thing we can't defend is an organized group with one cause, one mission, all individually operating with no leadership necessary, no central command necessary, all operating in small, different, unique individual cells, carrying out individual attacks. Verbal militia was the name. Can't be violent if it's verbal. Militia back then meant to be the people. Defending the people. Not defending against the government, not anything. Just people defending the people. And that's not what it means in legalese. It means federal militia, not lowercase m people's militia. Militia would be to defend the federal government, not people. Artificial persons, fake people.
Vatican debt slaves property. Before verbal militia, for about 45 seconds, the name I came up with was verbal terrorists. It's BT. Hey, join BT. Robbie 9. Yeah. I was like, well, that's probably not very good, and people won't want to join it, so verbal militia, boom. There could be no better name for it. If you're completely informed, you just can't stand me, can't stand the VM logo, but want to share constitutor information as a team, you can have a different version of VM. True Speak Army. I don't know. I don't care what you call it. It's the information that is not known. It was common knowledge. Now it's not. Your common sense has gone away with your belief in the contract. To believe you can own things that can't be owned, that takes no common sense because it's false. You can't. Here's what you're trying to do. For the Vatican Nazi policy you call your government. Every day of your lives, I'm trying to untrain you from that. That's what has to happen first. You can't know a thing in legal fiction anyway. I updated this one. After you know who you really and truly are, not who you actually are. You need to know what you are. This is what you need to decide to be. No spark, there's no flame. VM is a rocket that took off once and was shot down by a so-called truther friend over jealousy. Luckily, I was still completely brainwashed, totally clueless. That rocket was going everywhere in the wrong direction. So I built another one. This one's perfect. This one can't be moved off course. This one is on target. I can't build a launch pad or light the fuse. That's for the VMAQ. And the VMAR to help me do it. I've got everything needed to do it. Except team.
I'll be the eye and the asshole of team. So you don't have to be. You don't have to be me. You get to be nice as a team. You get to be polite as a team. Because what you say as a team reflects on the other members of the team. So what I do to get people to read is not what you do as VM. I'm doing what I do perfectly and perfectly wrong only because it's not as a team. I'm doing what I do to get people to read. Now it's to hear me. I don't like speaking. I don't like it at all. I'm getting used to it. I don't think I'll ever like doing it. So I'm going to call it the live button, Robbie 9, instead of hitting the live button. Hopefully that changes a little bit of things. Inherently, I have a fear of speaking. I got plenty to say. It's been coming out of my fingertips for so long, it's no problem for me now. Just say it vocally. It's harder for you to see what I mean. I'm trying to show you what legalese is, the whole reason you're enslaved. This one needs a gold font. After 3 30-day bans, if I get another one, I'm pretty sure this account will get deleted. The information in my head can't go away. Guess who's not censoring me? Mark Zuckerberg. Not the sheep who watch federal TV programming and see truth or fails. The sheep who post pictures of cheeseburgers don't report each other for making each other look brainwashed and stupid. You always do it. You run away and you hide, you block people. You do everything you can not to read over 9 words, especially when it goes against your program belief, false belief, and everything anti-real and anti-true and actual and contractual and factual. That's your government, God worship, your blood cult that you fund, obey, pay, worship, and serve. Same one I'm still forced to, only because of all of you. In the Fed or in the scam I named, foolishly choose or wisely decide. This is the only picture me you'll ever see. Idiot brother posted it without even telling me. This is the only account it's been on. It's the only picture of me online. As far as I know, it may be the only picture of me that exists. That was when I was 33. I look the same today. VM is Fight Club, completely informed, real, true speakers of what is true and false about the scam and the post-9/11 Fed PSYOP. VM is designed to replace
the total truth or veil movement to government worship still. I am Tyler Durden. This conversation is over. that